Gucci Mane is officially the greatest snitch in hip-hop since 6ix9ine. Gucci Mane just made sure that Pooh Shiesty isn't coming home anytime soon. The next time we see Pooh Shiesty will be 50 years old. In our last video, we revealed how Pooh Shiesty, his girlfriend, his daddy, they're all sitting in jail right now on Fed charges. And today, the feds finally came out, gave their press conference and broke down why they arrested Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, his girlfriend, among other people, including they got, an arrest warrant for Big 30 right now. And they broke down it all stemmed from this Gucci Mane incident. See, we reported 4 months ago that Pooh Shiesty held Gucci Mane at gunpoint, made him sign a contract to take Pooh Shiesty from out of his deal. The feds update is even worse than I thought. First off, Pooh Shiesty is the dumbest human being on earth. You don't get much stupider than Pooh Shiesty. 2, Gucci Mane is one of the biggest rats in hip-hop history. One of the most surprising rats in hip-hop history. Gucci Mane is the last rapper that if you told me was a rat, I would tell you no way. Gucci Mane is officially a rat after today.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover.
The indictment says Pooh Shiesty told Gucci Mane, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. They got Pooh Shiesty and his daddy at like a Staples printing out the contract they made up themselves. So they brought the contract to the studio. Pooh Shiesty told Gucci Mane, hey, can I holler at you in the private room? Gucci said, yeah, they go to the private room. Pooh Shiesty said, hey, listen, could you sign me out of this deal? Sign this contract and release me, please. Gucci Mane said, hell no, I ain't signing you out of the deal. Bro, bro, you just came home, you hot as grease. Bro, I'm not signing you out this deal, bro. Yo, you my artist. Pooh Shiesty got irritated. Then Pooh Shiesty told somebody to go ahead and grab his bag. The person then brought the bag to Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty pulled out an AR pistol, they said, and pointed it at Gucci and told Gucci to sign it. Gucci obviously said, all right, cool, I'll sign it. Now, while Pooh Shiesty got a pistol to Gucci Mane, making him sign it, Pooh Shiesty, grimy Memphis dudes, is in the other room robbing Gucci Mane's security, robbing like white dudes who came with Gucci Mane. These is business people. These is people who came with Gucci. White boys. They robbing the white boys for their Rolex bags with multiple watches in it, for their wallets, for everything. I'm like, hold on. If the purpose was to have him to sign you out of the deal, why are you robbing the people with Gucci? That makes no sense whatsoever. But the robbery continued, even though Gucci Mane was signing the contract to get Pooh Shiesty from out of it. Now, apparently, Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, which is why the daddy is currently, in jail. Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, hey, Pops, is this good enough? The Pops said, nah, Pooh, tell him to, sign a date.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
First off, man, Pooh, you going to jail, bro. Yeah, I don't know how much to explain this. You ain't coming home. See you at 50 if you're lucky. I'm thinking at this point it's 60 plus, bro, because they got y'all in 4K. So Pooh Shiesty recruited one dust mice, one of the dustiest of the dust mice, called Damn Fool 375. So this dude he robbed the dudes who was with Gucci Mane, and they also robbed Gucci Mane as well, okay? So we see it right here. So on surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be the Louis Vuitton bag reported stolen. Now, Rogers also posted a video on his Instagram showing him wearing a Rolex GMT Master Batman Rolex with an oyster steel that appears visually similar to the watch stolen from So this dude is flexing with stolen watches and stolen jewelry because he never had nothing, man. This dude draws still stink, right? This dude look dusty, right? He never had nothing. He never had no Rolex. And it's a shame as well because you doing drills for Pooh Shiesty, who's a multimillionaire, and you ain't never had a Rolex. So he's flexing, and the police is seeing this like, oh my God, just thank God. Thank God. And what makes things worse is the person who they robbed had air tags on the product. So they stole these things and they're bringing these things to their homes, and the air tags is tracking them the entire time. They're being tracked with the air tags. So the air tags got their location. Then the police go to your Instagram and see you posted up with the same things you, all right, but forget about it, bro. All right, bro, cool, man. Yo, Pooh Shiesty, you cook, bro. And after all this abundance of evidence, we didn't find out that everybody who got robbed, including Gucci Mane, is cooperating.
The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendant's roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document.
Gucci Mane's real name is Roderick Davis, and he is identified as RD in the paperwork. I want to say Gucci Mane is the biggest rat since 6ix9ine, but I'm happy about this, sir. Tell them all these niggas, man. Right? Man, yo, listen, man, y'all out here robbing them good white folks, acting like y'all can be held accountable. Man, Gucci Mane, I'm proud of you, man, for not keeping it street. Bro, they rob your employees. So Gucci Mane, RD, personally knew Pooh Shiesty Williams Jr. by both his legal name and the name under which he performs. So he identified Pooh Shiesty by his legal name and the name under in which he performs. All right? So they verified Pooh Shiesty's Instagram account, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this says, RD, Gucci Mane, described Pooh Shiesty as wearing a black Nike brand Shiesty mask black hooded shirt, and black pants during the offense. An online search of Pooh Shiesty matched the individuals and depicted throughout Pooh Shiesty's Instagram. The victims also identified Pooh Shiesty's daddy Instagram as Mob Ties Global. Now, Big 30, Gucci Mane, and the other people that got robbed identified Big 30, a well-known hip-hop artist also known as Big 30, as present during the offense. Gucci Mane identified his Instagram account as Big 30, which is verified by Instagram. The account contains photographs of Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty and Waters and others. We like to laugh and joke, but let's be serious right here. Gucci Mane had to tell, not for the obvious reasons. Gucci Mane has Pooh Shiesty signed to him. Gucci Mane knows that Pooh Shiesty is demanding a heavy bag. Gucci Mane can take Pooh Shiesty right now and sell Pooh Shiesty to a larger label and receive a $15-20 million bag. If Pooh Shiesty made Gucci Mane under duress sign release papers to get Pooh Shiesty from out of his deal, when Gucci Mane goes to court to say, hey, I signed this under duress, Gucci Mane would have had to tell anyways. Y'all didn't think Gucci Mane was gonna take a $15 or $20 million L to keep it street and real, right? Like y'all didn't think that Gucci Mane was gonna allow Pooh Shiesty to finesse himself out the contract, go ahead and sign a $20 million deal and keep him out of it, right? Y'all didn't think Gucci Mane was that stupid, right? That he was gonna lose $20 million for trying to be street, right? For trying to win over y'all validation. Man, cut it out, man. Gucci Mane said, hold on. My two options here is I either tell them folks I signed that contract under duress and tell, or lose out on $20 million, I'm telling, as he should. Because Gucci Mane only had one option. Because if he planned on contesting signing the release paper, he would still have to explain, bro, this is your signature. They have you on camera signing this. You is on camera signing this release paper. Because in the indictment, they said that Pooh Shiesty and his daddy pulled out a cell phone and they recorded Gucci Mane signing it so Gucci Mane can't deny signing it. So if they have you on camera signing this release paper, they got your signature on the paper, they can take this to any label and say, hey, yo, we're out of the contract. I want a new deal. Gucci Mane would have had to say in court of law, these folks made me sign this under duress. Well, how did they make you sign it under duress? They made me sign it under duress by telling me if I don't sign it, they will kill me. They had a pistol to me. If you was going to say this in civil court, then you could have just said this in criminal court, in which he did. Gucci Mane did what he had to do to make sure that Pooh Shiesty and them folks got locked up. So he now has the proof and the evidence that they made him sign this under duress. So now Pooh Shiesty is still signing Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane still got Pooh Shiesty rights. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen where I break down who exactly killed Draco the Ruler. I broke down and revealed the LA gang member that murdered Draco the Ruler and other LA Crips, all right? And if you enjoy this content, please, please, please click on this video and like this video. And after you like this video, click the hype button to send me a hype. Hypes are the best way to help me push my videos in the algorithm. I'm going to see you guys in this next video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.